These are ways that you can respond to a Black woman who's gonna have a baby in 12 minutes. Hey you, grab me a stretcher and call labor and delivery. I'm getting us some help. I'm gonna stay right here with you. All I need right now is your name. We'll figure out the rest later. In fact, are you okay if my friend gets some basic information from your mom? That way we can focus on getting through this. You're doing amazing. I know you're scared. It's okay to be scared because I'm not scared. And you can borrow some of my not scaredness because we're going to get through this together. Move around in whatever way feels most comfortable to you. And let me know if anything feels different. I'm staying right here with you.
Fuck!
When's your due date?
Right now!
Is your due date 11?
What?
How many times have you been pregnant?
3!
This is your third pregnancy?
Yes!
You have 2 babies
It's
at
in
home?
my ass!
You have 2 babies at home? Who's your doctor?
Lang is her doctor. Y'all treat all your patients like this or just the Black ones?
Beverly, this is the personality patient for you. Last name is Jones. She's G3P2. I'm not sure when her due date is.
Her due date
You
is
said
the
it was the
10th.
10th!
This woman is in active labor, screaming for help. And the hospital staff is asking her paperwork questions instead of saving her and her baby. And her mother asked the question that Black families know all too well. Y'all treat all patients like this or just the Black ones? This isn't an isolated moment. This is America's maternal health crisis caught on camera. This video from a Mesquite, Texas hospital has exploded online. Over 26 million views because people can feel the neglect. That nurse's coldness, that delay in emergency care, that's not just bad bedside manner. It's a pattern, a deadly one. And Black women have been screaming about it long before this went viral. Let me show you what the headlines don't. The numbers behind this moment. In 2023, Black women made up 50.3 deaths per 100,000. Doesn't sound like a lot, huh? White women, 14.5. Hispanic, 12.4. Asian, 10.7. The gap is getting wider, not smaller. And it's not just about money or education. Black women, regardless of status, face more barriers and higher risk. Black mothers aren't dying because they're unhealthy. They're dying because they're unheard, dismissed, and left waiting. Doctors have been taught harmful myths, like Black skin is thicker or Black patients feel less pain. When you believe someone doesn't feel pain, you don't treat their emergency like an emergency. That's why over 70% of Black women under 50 report being dismissed or ignored during medical visits. Not by accident, by design. Every mother deserves urgent, compassionate care. Not a questionnaire, not a wait, not a debate. If this video made you angry, good. Now let it move you. Black mothers deserve better. Black babies deserve better. And this conversation can't die just because the algorithm moved on.
And the healthcare professional sitting right there doesn't acknowledge her pain at all. No urgency, no assistance, no call to labor and delivery, nothing. 12 minutes later, she delivered her baby. 12 minutes. So that tells you everything and exactly how close she was when she was left out there in agony. People love to pretend medical racism is some historical artifact, but this is exactly what it looks like today. This is how Black mothers die. Our pain is dismissed, our symptoms are minimized, care is delayed until it's almost too late, and then everyone acts shocked at the maternal mortality statistics. There is absolutely no universe where this is acceptable patient care. Active labor at that stage is an emergency. She should have been immediately transferred to labor and delivery, full stop. And if this is how she was treated before delivery, imagine how she may have been treated postpartum. And that is truly what scares me. I hope that this young lady and her baby are safe, but this cannot keep happening. Black mothers deserve better, and the system knows it. It is long past time to root this out entirely.
Now, see, this is exactly the shit that makes me say bullying needs to make a comeback. Because clearly embarrassment is the only thing that makes people do their fucking job. Let me say this loud for the people in the back. Stop going into healthcare if you cannot show compassion for all people. If you haven't seen the video of the woman in active labor who sat in the waiting room for 30 minutes before even going into intake at the Dallas Regional Medical Center in Texas, which is extremely confusing because they offer labor and delivery at the hospital, and they say on their websites they pride themselves in compassion and comfortable care for mothers. But is the compassion in the fucking room with us? Now, if you've ever given birth and you know that pressure you feel in your ass, that's the body's final warning. And the lack of urgency in the fucking room was loud. Surely they should know that this could be extremely dangerous. Delaying care like that puts both the baby and the mother in extreme risk. Loss of oxygen, emergency delivery, hemorrhaging, fetal distress. This isn't a small mistake. This is a mistake that can cost a life. Pure negligence. And if this is how they treat women on camera, imagine the shit that they're doing when they're not getting caught.
There, and she was giving birth to her third child. Her mom was with her. From the time they pulled up to the front of this hospital, they was giving them grief. Now, as they was giving them grief, they didn't want to help them out of a truck. They didn't even want to assist her with a wheelchair. It was so bad to the point, in fact, of the matter, the cop in front had to help her before the nurses did. Now, you would think after she got inside the building, knowing how much pain she was in and how close the contractions was, oh, the hospital would just help out, because that's at least the bare minimum at a hospital, right? Guess what they do? They say, oh no, baby girl, you got to fill out all of this paperwork. Now she's trying to fill this paperwork out all by telling them literally, this baby is at the bottom of my ass. Pause. These nurses sitting there acting calm as if this woman is not going through contractions and all of this, sitting there right in front of her. Her mama started getting pissed off, and this one I know is about to go somewhere. Her mama said, when you seen this hospital name on your paperwork, you should have changed it then and there. Because mama was ready to come up out of her sweater. Huh? Sidebar. This situation was so bad that after they got her to the back, she only lasted 12 minutes before she gave birth. Huh? So that means she should have been sitting up somewhere. Now, y'all wonder why we want Luigi Mangiani to get off? Perfect example. Dallas Regional Medical Center, by the time she get through with y'all, I can't wait to take a picture of the Kiara Jones Medical Center. Yes.
So by now, everyone has pretty much seen the viral video of the pregnant mother that went to Dallas Regional Medical Center. I think it was this week, last week, I don't really know. And one thing I'm going to need y'all to start doing is believing Black women. Some of you struggle with Black women. Like, y'all really struggle. Like, this video saddens me. But I'm not surprised. And the part that gets me the most is every single person that worked with LaCrista Vaughn that night and watched her provide that care to that patient, or lack thereof, I should state, you should all be reprimanded. Every single one of you. Because I'm not going to sit around as a nurse and watch somebody not help somebody. I cannot stand that. Like, pain is what the patient states it is. Clearly, that human being is in pain. I don't care the race, the color, the gender, nothing. That person is in pain. All those stupid ass questions. Who's your doctor? When is when is the birth? When's the due date? None of that shit matters. And I'm sorry to get on Beyonce's internet and cuss, but when I tell y'all, I'm going to need y'all to believe Black women. I'm going to need y'all to believe Black women in every aspect of life, because I look at her and I think that could be me next year. That could be me in 2 years, 3 years. That could be me. But one thing's for sure, two things for certain. As soon as they would have turned my ass around, turned me away at the emergency door, we would have been going to a different hospital. There wouldn't have been drive to the front. I don't do, no, bro, no. But, she need to lose her license. Like, y'all need to sue. I need y'all to stop getting on TikTok and posting videos. I need y'all to go lawyer up and sue the hell out of that hospital.
Seeing that video of that beautiful mother in active labor being ignored, it irritated me down to my core. It reminded me of why I was a birth doula to begin with. If you're new here, let me catch you up. I have 7 beautiful children, 6 pregnancies, a set of twins. Out of 6 pregnancies, 5 of them were horrible. Do you understand? I had to fight with doctors and nurses. I practically almost delivered one of my kids because they didn't believe me when I told her she was coming out. My other daughter almost had a stroke because I had preeclampsia, and my doctor did not believe me towards the end of my pregnancy as my blood pressure kept rising up. This is why a lot of women end up going into the hospitals, and a lot of them don't leave. Or their babies don't make it. I fought like hell with my twins. Nobody was listening to me. I had intrahepatic cholestasis, and I had to be emergently induced because of it. Because why? They didn't listen to me. Baby, if you can afford to get you a birth doula, and not just any old birth doula, because all birth doulas are not equal. They're not. A lot of them are being trained for money. Trust me. There are some of them who care. When I was a birth doula, I took clients on for free sometimes, because the difference with me compared to other birth doulas that I was around at that time, they called me because they wanted to live. They wanted to walk out that hospital alive with their baby. For other people, it was a luxury. That angered me. And the fact that people say stuff like this doesn't exist. And please do not hop in my comment section saying that this doesn't only happen to Black women. Because no, it doesn't only happen to Black women, but it happens more to us and minorities than it does our white counterparts. It's an issue that needs to be addressed, that needs to be talked about. I got time today.